episode 67 of the Ginger and the Beard podcast. I'm AJ, aka the Ginger.
And I'm Reese, aka the Beard.
And today we've got a ton of stuff to talk about, including the Windows 11 leak, Google Suite for everyone, old dudes punching each other in the face, and more details revealed about Halo Infinite's multiplayer mode.
Don't forget to use the chapters below and subscribe to us on your favorite podcast platform. All right, man, let's get into this. Hit me.
All right, dude. So you use a PC. I use a PC.
Okay.
I'm a Mac. You're a PC. Just kidding. I use Mac. We both use gaming PCs. I think most of the people listening to this podcast probably use gaming PCs or PCs in some capacity, but let's not generalize. Either way, you're familiar with Windows 10. Windows 10's been around since, what, I think 2015 or?
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah. So I'm not good at math, but that's like a lot of years. Many years. 6 years? Sounds right. You could have told me like 12 and I'm like, yep, sure.
Can't believe it's been 6 years, man. Do you remember Windows 8.1? Do you remember that disaster that was here for like 2 months?
I don't know which point. I do remember Windows 8, but I was not a Windows user for many years. I was a Mac user basically all through college and early in my career. Really all through my career until you turned me on to gaming PCs, and then I came to the dark side.
Welcome to the dark side.
I'm kind of glad I did, man. I've become quite the fan of Windows, to be honest with you. But I still like Mac. I like transitioning, bouncing back and forth, and keeps things fun, keeps things interesting. And being proficient, it's like learning a second language almost, except for way easier. Yeah. It's good to know both. It's like being able to drive an automatic and also drive a stick shift. That's a good
that's a good analysis. PC's the stick shift and Mac's an automatic. Yeah.
There you go. That's a great analogy.
Boom.
Yeah, so if you get at a party and your friend gets drunk and he has a stick shift, you can still get your friend home. That's good news.
Right.
So
if the world's going to end and the only way that you can survive is by typing things into a computer and you only know how to type on a regular PC, then yeah, you're good.
You're good to go.
That's probably not as good of an analogy, but whatever.
I think it's good. I can picture that. That's a movie. That's definitely a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie. The world is ending.
War Games. They already did it. War Games.
Oh, they did that? Damn it. Anyways, okay. We're bearing the lead here. So Windows 10 has been out for a long time now. And, I think there's been some rumors of Windows 11, but not any sort of like confirmed information. So Windows or Microsoft was supposed to be announcing Windows, the next iteration of Windows. Let's just say that. Let's not call it Windows 11 on June 24th. But we happen to have an early look of it now because the entire operating system has leaked. So the leaked software was originally reported on by Chinese site Baidu, I think is how you pronounce it. But people have since actually installed Windows 11 and are looking through all the new features. So kind of crazy that the entire operating system leaks. Whoa. And people can actually use it and report on it. Like that's kind of bananas, right?
Yeah.
So there's some interesting stuff in there, and you guys could definitely go find some of those videos or articles about what's new. But basically from what I've seen so far, and I'm sure there's more to it, like in the code, and maybe that version that got leaked was an early beta or something. There's probably more to it, but from what I can tell so far, it's mainly an aesthetic refinement. So some things include like a new startup sound, which there's a clip of it that I've put here in our show notes. I'm not sure if we can play that.
Yeah. Pause for 4 seconds. No. Hold on. All right, you heard it now.
Was that it? You played it?
That was it.
Okay, sweet. I couldn't hear it. So
I couldn't
all you
either.
guys out there.
I'm going to play it in post.
Oh, I got you. I thought you were going to play it live.
I listened to it earlier. It kind of reminds me of like Apple, like almost like it's like an Apple sound.
Yeah, well, it's funny you'd say that, but yeah, it does actually. I'm gonna listen to it again so I remember. Oh yeah, it's nice. It's a nice sound.
Yeah, it calms you. Makes you.
I want that to be my wake up alarm.
Yeah. And get like some electric blinds. Get some electric blinds that like raise slowly to let the sun in. And have that little sound going off. And then have like a little mist pop up and like just spraying mist on you. Too much?
Yeah, exactly. And then Cortana pops out of your phone and says, Chief, it's time to wake up. That's a little bit of foreshadowing.
Dude, that would
for
be
some
awesome.
Halo. Right. Anyways, that's the future.
The future is now.
So, yeah, there's a new startup sound, is what we're saying.
Cool.
And the start menu, so, all those icons that are left justified at the bottom of your screen or top or wherever you decide to put them in Windows, because you can do that in Windows, is now defaulting to the middle bottom of your screen, which, funny you said that sounds very Apple-like, because if you've used a Mac computer, that's where their taskbar sits.
Boo.
Right there in the middle. Yeah. So
I am not a fan. Boo.
Do you remember last week? You guys go back and listen to last week's episode. I was like, dude, these companies are slowly but ever surely getting closer and closer together. Google, Microsoft, Apple. Because not only the start menu, but also Windows is very distinctly sharp corners everywhere. Look at all the windows on your screen right now. Very much 90-degree pointy corners on everything. That's going away, it appears. We're moving into more of a rounded corner style.
Not like this. No.
The shock is setting in.
Why?
They're not dramatically rounded, though. I will say, you have to really be looking for it to notice. They're a very subtle round compared to Apple's that are pretty drastic, but they are round. So,
no.
Bye. And who's to say that there aren't some options inside of the settings where you can go back to the pointy corners? They might be there. I'm sure you can move your taskbar back to where it's supposed to be.
That retro option?
Exactly. You could also turn it back to Windows 95 if you want to. What else we got here? So, anyways, what I was going to say was the one more feature that I wanted to call out was that there's a new way to snap your windows around your desktop. So right now, which I kind of prefer how it is right now, like you can just grab the top of your window and drag it to the left side of your screen. It pops there, or drag it to the corner. I think the functionality is great personally.
Yeah.
But apparently in Windows 11, there will now be the option to hold down the maximize icon, and then it will present you with like different tiling options. So depending on which option you click after that, that's where the thing will snap. So if you think about time saving, I guess, like instead of having to drag your cursor all the way to the side of your screen to snap it, you can instead just hold there, then click a thing to make it pop over. It probably saves you like half a second.
I'm so lazy. I just use the keyboard shortcuts, and
well, there you go. You're a power user.
I'll never use that button. That button's dead to me, just like the curved corners and the start button being in the middle of the screen. I am protesting already.
There you go. Get your picket fence ready.
Let me get my petition. I'm going to get the petition rolling.
Change.org.
Change.org.
So why I bring that up is because that's exactly how it works on Mac. It was hilarious when Mac came out with the option to do side-by-side split screens, because it was like Windows did it like 12 years ago, bro. But that's how they implemented it. You hold down the maximize button, then you choose, does it go to the left or the right or bottom or whatever. So yeah, like I said, inching ever so closely together. So Microsoft apparently is going to be ending Windows 10 support October 2025. So they revealed the retirement date and updated support life cycle page for the OS. So if you want to keep up with Windows 10 and don't want to switch over to the new and quote unquote improved version of Windows 11, you can hang out with Windows 10 until 2025.
Switching to Linux.
Going straight up Chromebook.
Going. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna Chromebook it up all the time. No, dude, yeah. This makes me sad. Hopefully they do have like some kind of retro version, because like this has been it for years for me. You know, first they get rid of Microsoft Explorer, and then they get rid of my sharp corners. What's next?
Revolt.
Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like new software. I feel like all new Windows software comes with some sort of drawbacks. One thing I forgot to mention too is, did you notice in the recent Windows update, like I'm not used to Windows updates, so I feel like they just happen and they don't really tell you like what's new.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden one day I logged into my computer and I had a weather thing.
Yeah,
I was like, where'd that thing come from?
Weather and news and
which
I kind of like. I haven't really been using it, but like,
it's slow for me. I don't know about for you, but like I have to hover over it and it takes like a solid 5 seconds if I haven't used it in a while for it to populate data.
Really? Mine's instant.
Yeah. So I think that is kind of like it's sort of like a prequel to what's coming in Windows 11, because apparently there's a new sort of widgets sort of interface to Windows 11 that has its own button in the taskbar. You click the widgets button and it pops out all these things like weather and news and whatever, which I don't know. I mean, they put that in the start menu at some point.
I'd never use that. I wish I could just like turn all of that off. Cause like I just press the Windows key and then I type whatever program I want to run and then I hit enter and it runs, and it's like,
yeah,
that's all I need. Just let me keep that functionality.
You know what's funny though is I think that people of a different generation, old people, that's what I'm saying,
have trouble. Yeah.
That's
or
sometimes
not, or opposite.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, obviously they know something we don't, I'm sure, but that could be the only way they find things. Like that could be where they go to find their news. They're just like, oh, I just thought that you go to your start menu and that's how you find your, like for the longest time, I won't name specifically who it is, but there was somebody that Shayna and I knew that in order to get to their photos on their iPhone, they had no idea there was a Photos app. They thought that they just had to open their camera app, then click like the little preview picture at the bottom left, which then takes you into your gallery and allows you to swipe through your photos. They had no idea there's a Photos app.
There's a Photos app?
There's a Photos app. There's an app for that.
I'll have to look into that.
Anyways, you guys let us know what you think about the Windows 11 preview. I like the sound. If nothing else, the sound is good.
Yeah.
Startup sound is good.
I'll take it. You know, I'm sure I'll adjust to it, just like I've adjusted to all the other changes. But anyway, another company, potentially a competitor of Windows, actually, I would say. Actually, it probably is a competitor of Windows for the workspace. Google Workspace and Google Chat are officially available to everybody. So what that means is there's they're making it. They're going to be making it so you don't have to have a Gmail account, basically.
What?
Yeah. But let me get into it. So Google's offering a modern system for Gmail, Docs, and Chat. It's going to be like a widget kind of system almost, where they can all be integrated into a single tab, right? So you don't have to have like multiple tabs open. You could have chats sliding over to the left, or a shared spreadsheet, or all of that stuff just like on one page. Just all kind of coalesced there together. It's like a new smart canvas. They're calling it like a smart canvas, right? Using smart chips, which in my opinion are probably, I'm assuming, are just like little widgets on a canvas, just like, on your phone kind of deal, right? So kind of in line with like the modernization that you're talking about with Windows, is like they're taking this new step towards modernization, which is, I feel like, in line with like something that Apple's done before, and I feel like Windows has tried to do, just like with their start menu stuff there, where you have but I think it's going to be more. It's going to be more than that. It actually kind of reminds me of like Discord. You know how like Discord has like, you can have like images there. You can be like on the phone with somebody. You could be typing, The only thing is you can't share like a workspace, like Google Sheets or something like that. So Microsoft Teams is what I'm thinking about. It reminds me of Microsoft Teams. So they're trying to compete with that, it sounds like. So they're offering the setting to turn on Google Chat to all users. It's a new setting within Gmail, right? So like, do you remember they took away Hangouts?
Yeah, dude, they've changed their chat platform like 50 times. So stupid.
So now they're bringing Google Chat back. It's Google Chat, which is going to be like direct messages and chat rooms. But there's an evolution of chat rooms. There's an addition to chat rooms where it's Google Spaces, right? So there's like a top level Spaces, and then it goes down to chat rooms. Then you can have DMs. So it's basically it's a chat room, basically, just like a higher level one. But Google wanted to separate them out for some reason to have like different levels of communication to mirror, I think, more or less like what Teams does, where like in Teams you can have like a Teams chat, and then you can have a chat room, more or less, where it's like you invite certain people to that chat room, and then you can also have your DMs. So again, I think they're just trying to like mirror that. It's almost like I think you could look at Slack. Slack has something like that. So so they're trying to bring improved message threading, more emoji reactions, user roles. I like the user roles idea. I think that's going to have some great use cases. That's very similar to Discord. I haven't seen user roles on Teams or Slack, but Discord uses great functionality when it comes to roles. I love that. There's moderation tools in discoverable spaces, so you'll be able to go join a Halo Infinite space, and talk to people in that space, and go into different chat rooms and whatnot, and talk. There's improved. I'm sorry, I already said that. So yeah, they're trying to be a Slack competitor and competitor for the public Discord groups, like I said. And they're actually trying to like think of this as like a replacement for email groups, because I've never really used Google email groups. I guess it's a thing, but not something I've ever used. Maybe,
dude, you join my email group.
Oh, you're a loser. You're not in my email group.
Yeah. My Halo email group.
My Halo Infinite email group. Yeah. So their big goal is just seamless transitions, between all of the different methods of communication without losing any context, right? So you could, keep the subject line the same and just move in and out of different conversations and whatnot. So it's they're promising it will launch with a streamlined and flexible user interface. It kind of has to, or it's going to fail miserably. And it's supposed to release this summer, so that's like any day now. It's summer, so let's see what happens. Yeah. So Google Workspace Individual is like another thing that they're adding. You have to pay $9.99 a month, gives users more workspace tools without requiring them to set up their own domain or custom email address, right? So you can now have all of the functionality of this, but you don't have to have an email address.
Yeah, what does that mean? Custom email address. Does that mean a non@Gmail?
Yeah.
So you have to have an @Gmail account
currently,
but you don't have to have a enterprise account. Maybe?
No. It's just like currently, to use all of the features of Google, you have to have a Gmail account, and it's free.
Right.
What they're saying is you don't have to have our email account, but just pay $10 and you can still use all our stuff. But it's like, dude, just make a fake one. 1 2 3 4 AB7 9 28 23 24 10, and then at gmail.com, and it's like, I'm just gonna use all this stuff.
Why did you give out my email address?
Damn it! I finally memorized it though, right? That's impressive. So there's also a companion mode feature, encourages people in the meeting room to also turn on their cameras so that everybody else that has their cameras on don't feel weird when you're just in there with black screen and nobody can see you. That should be coming in September to desktop and soon to mobile. And finally, I think this is the coolest thing. The best part of this all is that they're going to be offering a progressive desktop web app for Google Workspace in September. So that means you don't have to have a browser tab open. Like, you'll be able to, like, just like Discord, just like Teams, just like Slack, you could just have it running in its own session, its own app. Fucking, what year is it? Damn, dude. How long did it take? It took this long for you guys to figure that out? Wow.
I love that because then you can just alt tab through everything.
Dude, definitely. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this because, I mean, I fortunately, thank the heavens, work for a company who uses Google Suite for all of their workplace stuff, which is the best.
Really?
Well, let me preface it by saying I've never worked for another company that's used Microsoft as you do, right? You use Outlook and Teams.
Come to the dark side.
It seems so like overwhelming to me. Like, I have to give Google credit. Like, everything is pretty seamless for the most part.
It's too simple for me. I lose so much functionality when I'm like, what? I can't do that? Are you kidding me? That makes my life so much easier if I could just do that.
Maybe I need to live a day in your shoes and see like how green the grass is.
Come with me. Let your anger lead to hate.
What?
Star Wars?
How do we get here? Oh, is that a quote?
Something like, it's not like verbatim, but it's something like that.
Close enough.
Come to the dark side. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with some of these things we're talking about. Like, they did probably 2 years ago integrate from your Gmail interface where you're looking at your inbox or whatever. On the right hand side there, they've got like a little calendar icon, a little tasks icon, a contacts icon. So you click any of those things, it pops out your calendar directly from the right hand side. You can see what you have coming up. But for me, I'm like, does it really save me a lot? I mean, because usually I have all that other stuff tabbed if I need it, so I can go and look at it there. But I don't know. I guess they're just trying to make it so you as efficient as possible. But them beefing up their chat platform, I think is the right move. I mean, Slack is stealing their lunch when it comes to a group team chat. I think Discord is wildly underrated.
Dude, right?
Discord is, I honestly would say
underrated.
Discord is better than Slack.
Absolutely better than Slack, dude. In my opinion, Discord is way better than Slack. I think Discord's better than Teams. I really think Discord's better than all of them right now.
Yeah, I think they've pigeonholed themselves by positioning themselves as a gaming platform, which I think is great. I think it's really cool to have that niche. But it's almost like they should spin off a Discord business or a Discord something else, like a separate, uses the same software, but it's just skinned a little bit differently. Probably not purple and black, maybe like blue and white instead.
Dude, I just love it because it's you could just GIF, you can meme, you can type, and you can call people directly. You can message them directly.
Video share.
It is all just so clean and yeah, man. It's
the ability to, like, right now I'm looking at, it says Pookie J, our friend Justin, playing Escape from Tarkov, right?
Yeah. Like,
that little functionality right there is super cool. Like, if you could repurpose that for businesses, like it said, AJ currently in meeting. AJ,
I don't think
offline.
My boss would like to see me playing Tarkov during work hours.
Probably not. But you know what I'm saying? Like, in meeting, away from desk, like whatever the little, and it just automatically does it. Like, that's super cool.
Yeah, like Teams will say busy or presenting or available, right? Or away. But like, if it were to say like solving the problems of the world, and my boss would be like, don't bother him. Don't bother him right now. He's solving the problems of the world.
Reese's says balls deep in spreadsheets.
Balls deep in spreadsheets. Dude, up to my eyebrows in spreadsheets right now. That's life, dude. That's life for me. Yeah. So, yeah, but like, I can't praise Discord enough. I just think that it's great. And honestly, just being able to communicate as a manager with my team, up the chain, down the chain. There's so much value in being able to communicate, and like having the ability to like use memes just like makes the workplace so much more inviting for people, I feel like, because everybody can get along with a sense of humor. So if you drop that fire meme, you know, then,
the fire meme.
Yeah. It's like, I did one the other day. This guy was like, well, when are we ever going to be able to do this? How long should I wait until I do this? And then I hit him with the Sandlot forever.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
I got
fire.
got a bunch of laughy faces on that one, bro. Yeah.
Wait, do you guys use Discord? You and your team?
No, that was Teams.
Oh, okay.
So Teams has functionality like that too. I've never really seen that kind of stuff in like Slack though. It's probably
no.
there.
You can. Yeah, you can do. I think like again, this parity between softwares is more than ever. Like the thing I loved most about Slack was the integrations you could do. You could do a Jiffy integration. You could tie Jiffy to Slack.
Yeah.
Just hit / Jiffy, then type in fire, and it would give you a random GIF.
Yeah.
So depending on what you typed, sometimes you would get some like inappropriate GIFs, and you have to like backtrack super quick.
Not that one. Not that one.
Yeah. So, but the Google Chat thing has recently done integrations. Now they also have a Jiffy integration. You can do the same thing. So they're all becoming basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It just depends on who you want to either give your money to or who you want to support.
It's almost like which one did you start using first also? Because like you just might be like, well, I just like this more. I use all of them except for Google. I use Slack. I use Teams. I use Discord. Discord's the first one I use. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense. I've never used Teams. And if you're like me or like you're in a work environment where you have to use that one thing. That's your only option. So then you get accustomed to it, right?
Yep.
But
anyway, I feel like we could do a whole podcast on just like functionality of different enterprise products, you know?
I think you should do a how-to series on our YouTube channel, how to do things in Excel.
I swear to God, I was taking a nap earlier and I was sitting there like right before I took a nap and was like, I should do videos on how to use Excel because like everybody comes to me for help with their Excel problems.
I would like to see you in your element because I remember there was just one lady I worked with at a company previously. And to you is probably like the stupidest thing ever, but we're like, we need to compare column whatever in this spreadsheet and pull all the things that are relevant in this spreadsheet. And she's like, oh yeah, VLOOKUP. And she just, dude, she started punching keys on her keyboard and stuff was happening on her screen and windows were popping up. And she was like doing all these keyboards. My mind was just blown. I was like,
dude,
that was some sorcery.
I've done some if-then functions. I don't know if you know what if-then functions are. But like I've built some fucking logic using these if-then functions that do my work for me, basically.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I took something. I've taken things that would take people like 4 hours to do, and it takes like 20 minutes now. It's amazing.
That's why you make the big bucks.
Yeah, I wish.
Well, if you guys are interested in seeing a Reese Excel tutorial, let us know.
Yeah, and if you got any open positions that pay a bit of money, yeah,
100 million rubles.
100 million rubles.
That's your price
per wipe. So, anyway,
right,
man. I think we got some people to punch and talk about.
Yes, exactly. Let's talk about old dudes punching.
People to punch and talk about.
Yeah, before we get to the old guys, some unfortunate news. You and I were using Discord earlier, and shout out, by the way, we have a Discord server. We should have said this in the previous segment. I forgot about it. So make sure you check the show notes and join our Discord server. But Max Holloway has been injured and is no longer going to be headlining on July 17th against Yair Rodriguez. So undisclosed injury at this point. We're not really sure what it is. All we know is that the fight is going to be moved back until later this year, which I'm glad they're moving it back as opposed to finding a replacement.
Yeah. I want to see Yair fight some of the top competition. I'm talking like top. Very top.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who was his last fight because he had the he was the eye poke thing with was it Jeremy Stevens?
That I'm pretty sure that was his last fight, and then he beat.
And
Jeremy
then he had the
Stevens.
rematch and beat him, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And there was like all this stuff about Zabit, like they've been trying to get these two guys to fight forever now, and they just can't bring the fight together. Nobody wants to fight Zabit. And Yair got kicked out of the UFC because he wouldn't fight Zabit.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Or wait, are you sure that's not reversed?
No. He got kicked out of the UFC for like 2 days, and then he called Dana. They had a discussion, and Dana was like, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you can fight again. You can fight again.
I didn't even remember that. But yeah, he hasn't fought since 2019. I can't believe it's been that long.
He's a great fighter too. Like if he waits too long, like his prime time is gonna pass him up.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen his fight. I was super psyched to see the fight with Jeremy Stevens. I'm upset that Jeremy lost personally, but he's a very, very technical fighter. Like he is.
Yair?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would definitely be a good matchup with Max Holloway. That'd be a great fight.
Very skilled. Very skilled. Yep.
I guess we'll have to wait and see when they reschedule that. But the winner, I think it's fair to say, the winner of that fight would likely be facing the winner of Ortega versus Volkanovski when those two fight for the belt.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited for that, man.
Yeah, I am too. Finally, we're going to get some movement at the lightweight division. Or no, this is the featherweight division. The featherweight division. Get some movement, man. Haven't seen anything happen at the top of the featherweight division for a long time, so finally we're going to get some movement there.
Yeah, definitely. So one other thing I was kind of noticing today, I was looking through UFC upcoming events, is a fight. I think it's the headline. Is it the headline fight? I believe on June 26th. Let me just double check. Make sure it's the headline.
It's next weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's the headline fight. Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Volkov. Have you seen Ciryl Gane's fights? Do you remember?
He's a beast. That's all I know. He's just knocking people out.
Yeah, he's a monster, dude. He recently, his last fight, it was not Dos Santos, but he knocked out Dos Santos. Yeah, he won a decision against Jairzinho Rozenstruik, which is impressive in its own right. But he also knocked out JDS before that fight. If you guys remember, that was the controversial sort of elbow blow to the back of the head that knocked out Dos Santos, and he kind of protested it and was not happy with the final outcome, obviously. But right now, Ciryl, I was looking at the rankings earlier too, and Cyryl's the number 3 contender at heavyweight.
Whoa!
Which I had no idea. I was like, how did he get there already?
Yeah, he moved up quick.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you've got guys like Curtis Blades, Jairzinho, Derek Lewis. I think Derek Lewis is number 2 right now.
Yep.
But he moved up real quick. So I'm excited for this one because if he can stop Alexander Volkov, which that's a tough ass challenge. Volkov's a monster, dude. That guy is like,
yeah, he's very something else. And he's very skillful for a heavyweight.
Yeah, so how tall is that? I think he's like 6'8" or something.
Yeah,
like that.
no,
6'6".
He's 6'6". I thought he was like 6'8", dude.
6'6", 250 pounds.
Super tall.
Yeah. One thing, I was watching back some of the highlights of that Ciryl Gane and Junior Dos Santos fight earlier today, and he doesn't move like a heavyweight. That's the one thing. Like these heavyweights stand pretty flat-footed and kind of, especially when you look at like Francis Ngannou, right? Like he's pretty flat-footed, pretty slow, calculated, kind of this consistent step forward. But Ciryl Gane, he bounces as a heavyweight. He's bouncing on the the balls of his feet and moving really quick, throwing lots of leg kicks, lots of kicks to the body. So that'll be interesting if he makes it through Volkov, which, that's going to be a tough one. That would be an interesting matchup for Francis. Now, if Francis storms right in his face like he did to Jairzinho, then that'll be, might be the same story. He might just get knocked out completely.
Dude, Francis, man. Francis is so scary.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I'm excited to see. I'm curious though. Have Francis and Volkov fought I don't think they have. I'm trying to see here.
I don't think so.
Internet's not working.
Yeah, I lost you there for a second. No, I don't think they fought.
Yeah, I don't think Alexander Volkov and Francis have fought. So that would be an interesting matchup too, honestly, to see. So really, either way,
I feel like Volkov would just get knocked out, dude. Derek knocked him out.
That's true. But the other thing I was going to bring up too is like, we all keep talking about the Ngannou-Jones fight. Like, that's what everyone wants to see. That's where the money's at. If you're in Francis's shoes and this fight with Ciryl Gane and Alexander Volkov happens on June 26th and there's a dominant performance, like let's just say Ciryl Gane just flatlines Alexander, do you wait for John Jones? Because I think John Jones has said like, dude, I'm not fighting until I know I'm ready. Like, I don't think he's planning on fighting this year. I think he's waiting until next year when his body's 100% ready and he's fit at heavyweight. Do you wait as Francis or do you take that title defense for the next guy in line?
I would wait for the money fight because tomorrow's never guaranteed. If he loses to Gane, then he loses out on a big opportunity to make some money. I mean, if he loses to Derek Lewis, I mean, I don't know. Derek Lewis already beat him once, so like, who's saying he's going to be able to beat Derek Lewis again? You know what I mean?
Wait, did they make that fight?
They fought already. Yeah, they're fighting again. That's the next fight.
What?
Yeah, he's fighting Derek Lewis next.
I did not know they made that fight.
Yeah, Dana White confirmed it during the last press conference.
Where was I?
It was after the fights. This past weekend. He said, yeah, no, it's Derek Lewis. That's the next fight.
Wow. Okay. So forget everything I just said.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you knew that. Yeah.
I didn't know that. No, that was like my whole shtick with this section was like, what happened?
I thought you were thinking like if Ciryl Gane wins and like.
No, I was thinking that the winner of Ciryl Gane versus Alexander Volkov was going to go straight for the top, but I didn't know they already made the Derek Lewis fight.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Okay.
Jones got passed over. It's Derek Lewis.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh man, that's going to be intense.
Jones was asking for too much money, so Dana was like, "Screw you, Derek's fighting."
This is the two like heaviest punchers in the game.
They already fought once.
I know.
It was so boring, but Derek won.
Totally different story this time, I bet.
Oh man, somebody's getting knocked out, bro.
Yeah,
but neither of
100%.
These guys have been knocked out.
Oh man, I'm getting so excited just thinking about it.
Dude, these guys, it's fucking Goliath versus Goliath.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
I can't wait. So,
all right,
moving on.
Yes.
All right, we got two geriatrics going into the ring in the near future. Two towheads, or not towheads? Blue. Towheads. What are they called? What are the old people? Are they towheads? No, that's blondes. Blondes are towheads. What do they call old people with white hair?
Silver fox.
Yeah, they're not silver foxes. Anyway, let's move on from that. So Vitor Belfort versus Oscar De La Hoya boxing bout set for September. I don't know if you know this, but De La Hoya is 48 years old, hasn't fought in 13 years, and lost his last fight to Manny Pacquiao. Belfort is 44, hasn't fought in 3 years, and lost his last fight to Lyoto Machida. So one of these guys is going to lose their end their losing streak, I guess. It's going to be promoted. It is promoted by Triller. I don't know if you know what Triller is.
Oh my gosh!
But it's a fucking circus act. They did the Jake Paul fight and the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight. Fight scheduled Las Vegas on September 11th. Give me your thoughts, man. Where are we at on this?
I mean, honestly, I think Vitor was kind of before my time in UFC. Like he was back I mean, fighting some really these like, Biz being Rockhold, but he was a monster for sure.
Oh, because he was on roids.
Is that why?
Yeah. Dude, it was night and day. Once they implemented like this like stricter testing and stuff, his next fight, it had looked like a balloon got deflated and he just had nothing. He had no muscle.
I'm seeing now that he fought Kelvin Gastelum. It was a draw. That's interesting.
Wow.
But draw overturned round 1? How does that work? How did that happen?
Maybe it was like a no contest and they just called it a
was
draw
like an eye
back
poke?
then. Yeah, they probably just called it something different back then, maybe.
I need to go YouTube that one. But I can't believe Oscar De La Hoya is 48. I had no idea he was that old.
What a fucking weirdo, man.
Yeah. Yeah. This one doesn't get me that excited, honestly. It's kind of...
This one makes me want to throw up. Like, who the fuck wants to watch
you guys
this?
You're too old, man.
Nobody knows who Vitor Belfort is. Right? Like, I do.
You know the name.
I know who
Obviously,
he is.
you know Oscar De La Hoya, right? But
Oscar De La... Like, I don't want to see that either. I don't care about him. Is Oscar De La Hoya a money fight? Do people want to see that guy fight?
These days, I have no idea. I feel like people want to see anybody fight. I mean, for heaven's sakes, freaking Aaron Carter fought Lamar Odom.
Did he?
And got knocked out. Yeah.
Oh, when was
Aaron Carter?
When was that?
You know who that is,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. That's the singer.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
That was what? I don't even remember watching that.
No, it was on Showtime, I think.
Damn, I missed that one entirely.
I'm surprised it wasn't on Triller, but
yeah, that sounds like a Triller fight.
He fought Lamar Odom, dude. Lamar Odom's an NBA player.
He's a fucking athlete.
Yeah, he's like, how tall is this guy?
Aaron Carter is a fucking... He's a musician.
Somewhat, yeah. Like Lamar Odom is 6'10".
Why would you fight him?
Aaron Carter's like 6 foot.
What?
I don't know, but he got knocked out. That's the bottom line.
Of course he got knocked out. Of course he got knocked out. How could you not get knocked out? You're fighting somebody that was in the NBA. Like,
that's so funny.
Are you an idiot?
Dude, the weight difference. Lamar Odom's 239. Aaron Carter's 175 pounds.
Wow. What was he thinking, dude? What was he thinking? Oh my god, that's crazy.
I saw a clip of him too, like when he entered like the arena or whatever, and the paparazzi was there, like talked to him. He was like holding up his fist. He was like, "Yeah, Lamar's gonna find out. He's gonna find out." It's like, find out what?
Find out that you can't even reach his face.
Yeah,
that's all he's gonna find out.
The reach difference was 11 inches.
Wow, that's insane. That is insane, dude. Yeah.
Oh man,
no
it's
chance.
so funny.
No chance at all.
So I feel like we're like in this weird pattern of just like, let's just throw random people in the ring together and just like for entertainment's sake alone, let's just see what happens.
I want to see Shia LaBeouf.
Oh no, Shia.
I want to see Shia LaBeouf fight Mr. Bean. That's it, dude. That's the fight to make right there. Why not, right? Like they're making these other crazy fights. That's like perfectly fits into the narrative.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Pee-wee,
you know, there was
Pee-wee
a rumor
Herman versus the
ShamWow guy.
Yeah, awesome.
That's what we should do is infomercial hosts celebrity deathmatch.
Yeah, dude.
What's that one guy's name? Oh, he's already dead, so I can't make fun of him.
Nah.
What's that guy's name? Bob.
I don't remember.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. OxyClean.
Yeah.
Like the best fucking salesman ever. Like everybody just wanted to buy from that guy.
I think the ShamWow guy went to prison for like punching a hooker or something.
What? No, I didn't know that. Get him in the ring,
sure,
bro.
dude.
Get him in the ring. Shia LaBeouf versus ShamWow.
He's got He's 1-0 right now.
He's 1-0. Hopefully he got a hefty purse after that one.
Oh man. Yeah, it was the hooker's purse.
Exactly. All right, man. We got some games to talk about. Let's do this. All right, man. We've been foreshadowing all night leading up to this moment.
You may or may not have heard of this game. It's called Halo.
What?
Yeah. My first love of video games, Halo. I played many video games before Halo, but I think Halo was like a true turning point in my like video game path. You know, when my friend got an Xbox and got Halo, it was game over for me. Pun intended. So, Halo Infinite's coming out soon. We don't have a release date yet, as far as I know. But we do know some additional information after the E3 conference. I think it was E3, right? Am I making that up?
Yeah, that was recent, I think.
E3, I'm pretty sure. They made some announcements. They being 343 Industries, the developer of the game, made some announcements about the multiplayer stuff specifically. I think there was some campaign-related information as well, but I'm really more focused on the multiplayer stuff. So the big news is, I think this has kind of been out for a while, but multiplayer will be free to play. And we chatted about this a little bit in Discord. Again, shout out to our Discord server. Make sure you check out the link in the bio or the description. Multiplayer mode will be free to play, which is super exciting. So whether or not you care about playing the campaign, if you've never played a Halo game before, you can still play the multiplayer, get in the action. And dude, I gotta tell you, Halo multiplayer is some of the most fun I can remember ever having in a video game. Have you ever played Halo multiplayer?
I just remember jumping off like the jump pads and shooting rockets at people's feet. I was one of those guys. Dude. And then every once in a while you hit one of those stickies. Oh, it feels so good.
So satisfying. Yeah. From across the map, just like a random lob, just pops up the little achievement thing. Stuck. You're like, yes.
Got him. And then the sniper rifle, bro, from like down. Oh, yeah. That was my jam.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So satisfying.
I think they were like the pioneers and sort of like that sort of gameplay. I mean, they were definitely one of the first with online multiplayer, and the cool game modes like rockets only, snipers only, SWAT. I remember where it was like one headshot was a kill. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Capture the flag. I don't think there were people doing this stuff before them, so I think Halo was definitely a pioneer in that respect.
Well, no, Quake.
Okay,
Quake,
yeah, sure.
Quake's the ones that really got it going.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But Halo, did like the new age graphics and started refining it. But
Quake was primarily, was that like,
it was PC.
That was like,
what?
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'm thinking console then, because I'm like,
yeah,
online multiplayer wasn't even around for consoles until like Halo 2.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But
yeah.
You're right. PC's obviously ahead of the curve.
Yeah, Quake, the old days.
Yeah.
So I feel like all of like the new shooters that they have today aren't as forgiving as Halo was. Like in a lot of the shooters today, like you get shot once or you get shot like 3 times, and there's not like a whole lot of room for playability. Like whoever sees the other person first wins, right? And I don't think it should be like that. I remember in Halo, like you had that beefy fucking shield, bro. They had to put like half a clip in you just to get the shield down. And then you had to finish him off, right? Like there was a lot of room for outplaying people. There was extended gunfights. Like I miss that. I wish games still had that, right? Like even with Overwatch, if you're playing a DPS character, you're done. If a fucking tank hits you once, like you're screwed, Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what other game there is right now where like you can actually get hit. Somebody can put half a clip into you and you don't die.
Yeah, there aren't many, man. You're right.
Everything's like too realistic now.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You can't really evade anymore. You're kind of screwed if whoever sees you first, you're dead.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we used to call it, me and my group of friends would call it the noob combo. There's like the little plasma pistol in Halo. You could charge it up like zzz, psh,
blow up the shield, finish them off.
Yeah, you use that in the battle rifle. You charge up, blast, take their shields off, swap guns, headshot the battle rifle.
Yeah, I just remember
Dude
killing the hunters with a pistol.
Oh yeah,
that was like the only way to win. Just get behind them and shoot them with the pistol.
Oh yeah. Or the shotgun to the orange, yucky stuff.
Orange goo. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that game's so fun.
Like the good old days.
I'm definitely playing this when it comes out. Like I might switch back to this Halo. I might drop Overwatch temporarily and play some Halo multiplayer. I think I have Master Chief Collection installed on my computer actually, or at least in my library. But anyway, so some of the stuff that was announced is they showed off little pictures. That's all we get of some of the new maps, as well as the names. Behemoth, Fragmentation, Recharge, Bazaar, and Live Fire. Bazaar looks pretty interesting. Like it, just from the one shot it shows, it kind of looks like a map you'd see in like Tarkov or like Call of Duty. It's like this urban sort of setting.
Okay.
Very tight, it looks like. Whereas the other ones they showed kind of have that sort of classic Halo feel to them, where you're in like a big giant open environment with big rock formations and things like that. Lots of long range opportunities. And they also showed off some images of vehicles. You've got the classic Banshees, the Ghosts, the Warthogs, as well as some new vehicles, such as I think it was one's called a Razorback. It's very similar to a Warthog, and a Wasp. I think is another flying vehicle. They showed off some of the new armor, some new weapons. And one thing that we talked about in our Discord too was like we hope that with the free multiplayer, you get kind of nervous when you hear about like free multiplayer, right? Like, okay, but what's the catch? Like, what do you got to pay for? And we have that sort of anticipation of, well, you obviously you're going to be paying to customize your character. Are there going to be loot boxes? Is there going to be season passes? All that sort of stuff. So 343 Industries has actually, in conversations with publications, made it clear that there will be no paid loot boxes. So that's not going to be like a Call of Duty situation where it's like, if you want this loot box, you got to pay $10 a month or whatever. No pay to win mechanics. So, but there will be, as we expected, you can pay some real money to get character customization. So if you want to paint your gun a certain way or have a certain helmet or certain body armor, things of that sort, you can pay real money for it. But honestly, man, like just based on what I've read, some of the clips I've watched, some of the trailers, it looks like tried and true Halo. Like it doesn't look like it's trying to be anything extra. It's just, let's put people back into that environment that they're used to and that they love. New weapons, new vehicles, new maps, and it just looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
Nice. Well, yeah, I might have to give it a shot when it comes out. Relive that nostalgia of Halo. But honestly, I'm more interested in playing the campaign mode. I loved the story of Halo 1 and 2, and I think I did Halo 3 as well. I don't remember after that though. I don't think I've done any other ones. Like I really kind of fell off. Like I don't even know what other games there are besides, like, I know there was like a Halo Wars thing and some other stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't mind jumping back in, giving it a shot, see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've played all of them. I don't know that I played Halo 5, honestly. So I might need to go and check that one out, see if I can catch it on sale or something, but I'll never forget Halo 2 when I played it for the first time. I think it was Halo 2 when you could dual wield SMGs and they put you in like the city environment and those little buggers came out. Dude, that was so awesome.
Yeah.
Just lighting those little things up with the dual wielding SMGs.
Right. Oh, I was
like, this is the best thing ever.
And then they let you use like the swords and stuff. I was like, oh, finally.
Yeah.
I remember going back and playing Halo 1 and like just like the characters, like they didn't have fingers yet, so it was just like a solid block for a hand, and I was like, oh man, this is rough, dude. This is rough.
Yeah,
I don't know if
we've come a long way.
But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'll have to watch it, and when it comes out, if you're gonna jump into it, I might give it a shot. There's a lot of games coming out that I want to try in the near future. I've just kind of been like looking for like the next game that I want to play. I might play Valheim. I might actually download
Mm.
Valheim because like it had such good reviews. Everybody loved it. I might just dive in and see what it is. Now that I've escaped from Tarkov, you know, I
Boom.
yeah, I you know, I might have to find something else to do. And I've just been playing like one-off games. Like I played this game, Jotun, which is like I don't know if you saw that. It's like on Epic. It was one of the free Epic game ones where like you can run around as like a somebody from like Norse mythology, not from Norse mythology, but like your name's Thora and you run around and like kill like these gods and everything. I played this game called Frostpunk, which was like a survival simulator, and I've just been like playing like really like random one-off stuff, like a lot of the stuff that's free from Epic and like games that I bought on my Steam library. Anyway, I'm just trying to find the next big thing, and this game that I'm about to talk about, Wizard with a Gun, had a announcement trailer this past week, and it looks pretty cool actually. It looks unique, it looks different, it looks like something that I could have some fun with. So it's an online cooperative sandbox survival game set in a magical wilderness wrought with dangerous creatures and arcane mysteries. It's developed by Galvanic Games. I think it's published by Devolver. And so it's a single player, or you can have up to 4-player co-op. So it's not like competitive or anything, but that's fine with me. Like I don't always have to be playing competitive mode. Like I sometimes like to just not play competitive mode and just take that stress out. Like I have enough stress in my real life. I don't need to stress about like competing with people. Sometimes I just want to chill and like play a game and not have a lot of stress involved. Per the description on Steam, carefully design weapons, bullets, and furnishings for your tower home, but try not to burn it all down as the magic you wield escalates beyond your control. Combine elements for intended or surprising effects that alter the shot, blast radius, bullet trail, and even the status of the creature in your crosshairs. So that's cool. Interesting. Yeah. Explore and uncover new sections of the world filled with deserts, swamps, tundra, and prairies, all loosely floating together through space and time after the world was fractured. Unleash cosmic power from the safety of your tower to reset the world and emerge once again to find a new layout to once familiar lands. So it sounds like a roguelike kind of, you know, a lot of replayability kind of deal. You can customize your wizard's guns, armor, robe, hat, and other accessories. Some projectiles burst into flames, some place structures in the world, some even look like they're laying down floor tiles to build with. So when I watched the trailer, recommend you guys go check out the trailer. The animation of the trailer kind of reminded me of like Cowboy Bebop with like a Samurai Jack kind of feel to it. So like a Western kind of feel. I thought it was like really cool actually. Like I loved the trailer. As soon as I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I'm hooked. You already got me, bro. And then looking at the gameplay, it kind of reminds me of Crashlands or Don't Starve. I don't know if you know either of those.
I know Crashlands, but not Don't Starve.
Yeah. So it's that same kind of like 2D, but you're like walking over like an isometric area, and you know, kind of has that like cartoony kind of look to it, like Crashlands had, and kind of that like goofy kind of movement. So like I like that. That looks cool, but it won't release until 2020, so got a long time to wait until then. But yeah, man, that's it. Pretty exciting.
I'm trying to look. Is it on Steam? Like pre-ordered?
Yeah, you should be able to find it on Steam. At this point, Wizard with a Gun, or if you just type Wizard with a Gun, you can just go to galvanicgames.com and see it there. That's where I was watching the trailer earlier. It might not be on Steam.
Sounds pretty
yet.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably not something that you've ever played, not a game that you've ever like experienced, but I don't know. Who knows? Broaden your horizons. You might like it.
Yeah, dude. I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Like, I could play Overwatch until like my heart stopped, but I have such little time to play. Like, I agree with what you're saying about the stress and stuff like that, which, you know, that's why I just like to kind of chill and relax. Overwatch is pretty relaxing for me. But sometimes you're right. You don't really want to play online against other people and like have to get the rage of like, what the fuck? That's bullshit.
How did he even see me?
Yeah.
He's hacking.
Exactly.
He's hacking.
I was around the corner. Like, no way.
He's freaking hacking.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun just to play stupid little games like that. Not that this game looks stupid, but there's games that are like way low intensity.
Like little indie games, not made by like a AAA, no, not like a Blizzard or a Ubisoft or something like that. Just kind of a, silly, easygoing game, which I need that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, right now, free on Epic is Overcooked 2. It's like a cooking simulator game, but like it looks. I've never played Overcooked, but it looks like it's kind of like a platformer mixed with like a cooking simulator.
Interesting.
I don't know. Deliver food. You have to jump across rafts, like silly stuff like that. Sometimes it's fun just to escape into a kind of a silly little world. But I'm looking at the game right now. I do kind of get that sort of Samurai Jack feel you're talking about.
Yeah. And Epic Games
style.
is always giving out new free games, man. It's crazy. They gave out Control. Yeah. Like Control's another one. Like it's not that hard of a game, and it's single player, so it's not too difficult. You make it through pretty easy. And anyway.
The other one they have sounds pretty intense right now. Hell is Other Demons.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What's that mean?
It didn't like that super pixelated art style doesn't really like. I have a great computer for a reason. If I was
That's such a good point.
If I was running on a hamster wheel, then I'd probably be playing something like that. But like, I spent a lot of money on this computer. I want to use it,
Yeah. But the developer saved a ton of money by making it look like this.
Yeah, they did. A lot of money. Probably one guy half part-time while he works like his normal job.
Yeah. That title makes no sense to me. Hell is Other Demons. What does that mean?
You got to play it to find out.
I don't know. I guess so.
But I think that about wraps it up for us.
Yeah, man, definitely. You guys out there, let us know what you're playing recently. And again, I'm gonna say it one last time: the Discord. When we play games, we usually hop in there and jump into video or voice chats. We're not like Google. We don't encourage people to use their videos, right? Like that was a weird thing. I meant to ask you about it, but it said it encourages others to use their video. Like, don't video shame me, Google.
Don't video shame me. I thought, dude, my people I work with do that shit, and I'm like, I don't need to see you. I don't need to see you. You don't need to see me.
You're a camera off guy.
Are you shaming me?
Yes.
Yeah, I only put my camera on when it's like my boss or like.
Oh really?
People that are higher up.
I default to camera on. I don't know why. It just doesn't bother me.
I mean,
I'm just used to it at this point.
I just have all this shit in my room. It's like not very professional, right? So like, I'd rather not. Man, when I turn it on, it's always blurry.
Oh, you blur the background?
Oh hell yeah! People need to see the shit. It's just unwanted conversation.
Oh yeah, what are all those things in your background?
You're a geek, dude.
You like comic books?
What a geek, bro. I'm not gonna listen.
You're a
nerd.
I'm not
gonna listen to you.
Got my what's the
baiting time? It's baiting time. It's got electrolytes.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So Google, stop video shaming people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's it. So
okay.
This has been fun. Anyways, come join our Discord channel. And as always, guys, we appreciate you tuning into another episode and ask that you please like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify, and come say hi to us on Instagram and Twitter.
That's right. And of course, if you really want to help us grow, please share this with a friend and make sure they like it. Tell them to like it. Shame them into liking it.
Shame it.
For now,
that's right.
We'll see you in the next episode, or on Discord, or on TikTok, or
TikTok
in your window.
Oh,
anyway,
this thing just got weird.
All right, guys, bye.
All right, see you.